Hey DIYers, Jarrett with Alarm Grid here. Today we're going to be discussing if you can use an AUI keypad with the Honeywell Lyric System. Now, the AUI keypad, or Advanced User Interface, is a graphical user interface that you would use to normally control or easily control a Honeywell Vista system. Now, the AUI keypads are normally used with the Vista systems is either the Tuxedo Touch, the 6280s, or the 6270 keypads. Now, the Honeywell Lyric System itself is an AUI device. Because it does have an easy way to be able to arm, to disarm, bypass zones, and to easily program the system. Now, if you do happen to need a secondary keypad for the Honeywell Lyric System, then you can use one of two options. The first option would be what's called the LKP500 keypad. Now, the LKP500 keypad is not your normal touchscreen, but it is a keypad nonetheless. Now, it does use Honeywell's newest 6 technology. So basically, this keypad is encrypted, and it does have a bidirectional communication with the Honeywell Lyric System, basically meaning that it does send and receive signals to and from the Lyric System. This keypad does have a 60-second interval supervision through the Honeywell Lyric, so if this keypad were to be disabled or taken off the wall by any type of intruder, then the Lyric System will be able to determine that there is something going on with this keypad. Okay? Now just keep in mind that if you were looking to get this keypad, the furthest you can install this from the Lyric System with nothing in between it, basically meaning any walls or doors or anything like that, furthest it can be from the Lyric is 300 feet. Now, if there are any walls or doors or anything like that in between the Lyric and this keypad, it will cut that signal down in half to maybe about 100, 150 feet. So you do want to keep that in mind when you're looking at this keypad. Now, if this is not an option that you would want to go with, then you can use the second option, which would be using an Android tablet using the My Home Control app. Now, the My Home Control app, basically, it's an application that mimics the Honeywell Lyric's home screen with the security settings and everything like that. So if you were using an Android tablet, the reason why you can use it is because it works off of the local Wi-Fi. So does the Honeywell Lyric. So as long as you have a Wi-Fi connection to where you're installing the Android tablet using the My Home Control app, then you should be okay. All right. The reason why I would suggest an Android tablet over an iPad using the My Home Control app is basically because if you were using an iPad and then using the application, normally when you have the application open for a certain amount of time and there's no activity, the iPad would normally close out that app. So if you were coming home from work or anything like that and you're trying to disarm the system in time, you have to reopen the application, wait for it to sync, and by the time it's done, your system could possibly be going off already. So just keep that in mind. If you're using the Android tablets, then you can keep that application open all the time. It doesn't matter if there's no activity or anything, you can always keep it open. So when you're coming home from work, you can automatically disarm the system right there. So to show you what the My Home Control app looks like, I have the application open. So as you can see, it does have the interface of the Honeywell Lyric's home screen. You do see security, you see automation, you see video, and smart scenes. So if you want to be able to arm the system, you just press security, and as you can see, you see arm away, arm stay, arm custom, and you do see the zones, so you can see your zone list, and you do see system if you want to view certain system information. So to arm away the Honeywell Lyric, you just press arm away, and you would type in your master code. The default master code is 1234. And as you can see, the Honeywell Lyric is arming away right now. So to disarm the system, you would press disarm, and you would type in the master code again. So disarm 234. And as you can see, the Honeywell Lyric is disarmed. And basically, to go back to the main screen or the first screen that you are on, you just press home, and it takes you to the original screen. And that is how you would use an AUI keypad with the Honeywell Lyric System. If you have any questions on the Honeywell Lyric or alarm systems in general, please contact us at support@alarmgrid.com. or go to our website, alarmgrid.com. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and if you want future notifications on any future videos, please click the bell icon. This is Jarrett with Alarm Grid. Give yourself a great day.